TV's ready?
Yes.
Awesome. We have with us Courage captain Denise O'Sullivan, fresh back, ready for her first match back with the club. Sully, before I turn it over to questions, just how does it feel to be back with the girls and back with your club here this week and getting ready for a big game against Portland?
Yeah, it's amazing. Obviously, I've been away for a long time. I've missed the girls, I've missed this environment. And immediately when the last game was finished, I wanted to get back here. It was a completely switch for me mentally, and I was just really ready to get back here and get training again. So I'm looking forward to the game at the weekend now.
It's your first World Cup. What an experience for you. What can you maybe bring back from that kind of opportunity back to now playing with the club after an experience that you've never had before?
Yeah, I think I can bring my leadership back here. I think playing in front of such a huge crowd there was something I'll never forget. It was an unbelievable experience, and I think I can bring the positives back here, bring confidence back here, and just get back to leading this team again.
Turn it over to questions.
Why is it so tough to get back in the flow of things? Sean was going through a litany of things, the travel, I guess, and everything. You would think that you could just go right back into the game mode. Explain why it's more difficult than that.
Yeah, I think it's just a completely different environment. I think obviously all the travel, those factors come into it. The jet lag, your different sleep routine, and you're coming back to a completely new team here as well. So it was tough the first few days. I did definitely struggled a bit. I was a bit not so sharp in training, but now I've got back to full routine, and being back in this environment, once you have a week under your belt, the training is so high intensity and so sharp that my mind is switched on now again. So I'm well prepared for the weekend.
What was your message to the younger players who have kind of filled the void while you guys were off competing in the World Cup? I mean, they obviously got the job done. They kept you guys at the top of the standings. Must feel pretty good knowing they had your back.
Honestly, they were phenomenal. I was in Australia and I watched every single game, and just I might wear the armband when I'm here, but there's so many leaders in this locker room that have stepped up when I was gone and when the rest of the girls were gone, and those younger players coming through. They were really excellent the last few weeks, and all I told them before I went away was to just do what you do, and you're here for a reason, and they really responded very well. I didn't even have to tell them that, because I know their mentality, I know the attitude of these players here is just so phenomenal, and yeah, they done a great job. Put us top of the table and got us through the Challenge Cup semi-finals.
How would you describe what your experience was in Australia?
It was great. I mean, it was my first time, so I didn't know what to expect going there, but I think it was a mix of emotions. I think the whole having all the Irish fans there playing in front of 75,000, they were all positives. Obviously losing the games where we didn't do the best we could there, we could have done better, I think, and we were definitely disappointed with that. But it was a wave, it was a roller coaster. I think the team, with the national team, we've never been on the world stage. We've never had that many eyes on us, so I think that comes with pressure as well, and the team, I think, felt that there. But overall, it was an absolutely fantastic experience, and I think the main thing for me that I can smile about now is that we left a legacy in Ireland, and we felt that when we were in Australia. We were miles away from it, but we still felt that we inspired a nation, and that was the best thing.
Sean talked a bit about kind of having to manage the World Cup players in their return. I mean, are you saying I'm playing Sunday, like kind of pushing for that, or where are you at with things?
I want to play. That's up to Sean. But I got back, and as I said, once we were knocked out of the tournament, once the last game finished, my mentality switched, and I just wanted to be here with the team. So I got myself back. I didn't go back to Ireland. I skipped the homecoming, and just wanted to get back into routine here again. So I'm ready to play. I feel a lot better this week. I feel a lot sharper, and I feel mentally I'm good to go. So that's up to Sean and the staff.
Quickly, you have a shirt that says reset on it, so it just makes me think of the question, this is, as you go for the international break, you come back, now 7 matches left in the regular season. Does this kind of feel for you mentally like a reset, kind of like the year starting over again in crunch time, basically?
Yeah, it's definitely crunch time. It's such an important time for us in the year. We got 7 games to go now. We're sitting top of the table, and looking ahead, we have some tough teams to come up against. But as I said, this team has been phenomenal when we're gone, and we'll just continue that run. All the new players, or all the players coming back is really great for us. But the players stepped up, and we just got to continue that.
I know it might seem a little obvious of a question here, but why was it so important for you to get back here as quickly as you could and to participate and think of this team while you're playing internationally?
I think for me, taking a break wouldn't have helped. I think going back to Ireland, it just mentally wouldn't have helped me. I just want to get back training, and that helps me mentally, and being around the team again, and I'm their captain, and I think setting that example is important for me. So yeah, the team was just on my mind afterwards, and I made the decision that I was going to come back right back here, and just to get into this training environment, this very high intensity, and it does take a while for your body to adjust. So I think for me, I was thinking I need to get back here as soon as possible to get ready for the Portland game.
Speaking of Portland, I mean, it's not like you are kind of coming back. Not that there's any given games in the NWSL, but this is like a battle for first place, really, and kind of just your thoughts on Sunday's game.
Yeah, it's going to be massive. Portland are a very strong team. They're a very successful team. They have a lot of great individual players, but they're also very strong as a unit. And yeah, I think their attacking ability is very, very strong. So we're going to have to be fully focused in the 90 minutes. And I think it's going to be a battle. We played them here already, and it was 3-3. So I think you could expect a lot of goals. But going there as well, it's a tough environment to play in. But this team is well capable. We're well prepared, and I think we have a lot of experience to handle that.
Nicholas via Zoom, go ahead.
Yeah, hey Denise. A couple weeks ago during her introductory press conference, Riley Jackson mentioned you as being a player that she was really looking forward to getting to play with. I was just wondering kind of your thoughts on what you've seen from her as a player so far.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too familiar. We had a few training sessions together with Riley, and I just remember her being a fantastic kid. She was a great listener. She was very coachable. She always wanted to learn, and technically gifted as well. So I'm definitely excited for Riley's introduction into the team, and I'm looking forward to playing with her.
Thank you.
Tyler, go ahead.
Hey Denise, I just wanted to ask, with the two new Japanese signings coming in, when Narumi came in, you all bonded pretty quickly. I know you haven't had much time with the two girls, but how's that been so far? I'm sure it's easy to do this time around because Narumi's already been here, but I just wanted to hear your thoughts on that.
I mean, I'm buzzing that we have another two Japanese coming in because they're absolute ballers. So I'm excited to play with them. Narumi has fitted in so well with this team. She's my best friend here now, and we have a very good partnership on the pitch. But yeah, Manika came in yesterday. Rikako has been here. Met her a few days, and you know they're excellent. They're just very disciplined. They're willing to learn. They always listen, and they do what the coach wants. And as I said, they're really technically gifted footballers as well. So I'm really excited to get playing with them.
Awesome, thank you.
When you do have new girls come, do you almost have I don't want to say like a plan as a captain to kind of welcome them, make them feel like a part of things, but how do you kind of go about making sure that they do acclimate quickly and they do feel kind of part of the group as quick as possible?
Yeah, I wouldn't say there's a plan. I just think it's part of what you do, even as if you're not a captain. I think this team is very welcoming, and that's the first thing. They're people first, and then they're athletes. So I think we make sure that they're okay, and we make sure they're settling in well. We bring them for sushi, and then we bring them for coffees, and yeah, just make sure. I mean, it's really tough going away from home for the first time and being so far away at that. So as I said, we're a very welcoming team, and we just put our hand around them and make sure that they're doing okay.
Great. Anyone else? Awesome. Thanks, Denise. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.